India, a land of timeless stories, ancient wisdom, and living traditions. As a nation, India carries one of the richest historical legacies in the world. Historians have divided Indian history into three broad periods: ancient, medieval, and modern. This classification was borrowed from Western historical studies, where the modern age represented the rise of science, reason, democracy, liberty, and equality. The medieval period, in contrast, referred to societies before these ideas became widespread. But India's story began long before these labels. The very name India comes from the mighty river Indus. About 2,500 years ago, Iranian and Turkish travelers called this river Indus or Indus. Gradually, the land to the east of this river became known as India.
Yet in ancient times, India was known by another powerful name, Bharatavarsha.
It was named after the legendary emperor King Bharata, an ancestor of the Pandavas and Kauravas. He was the son of King Dushyanta and Queen Shakuntala, whose story lives on in the epic Mahabharata. Even today, the Indian constitution proudly refers to the nation as Bharata. India's contributions to the world are extraordinary. The ancient philosophical school of Charvaka encouraged scientific questioning and rational thinking. Indian scholars pioneered mathematics, developed early surgical techniques, practiced veterinarian science, and invented board games still played today. India also gifted the world yoga and meditation, advanced drainage and sanitation systems, public bathing pools, and even early forms of plastic surgery. This is not just history, this is the foundation of human civilization. Ancient period, the beginning of India's story. 3300 BCE to 700 CE. Before jumping into the story, let us know difference between BCE and CE. 1 BCE is the year just before 1 CE. There is no year 0. Years count backward in BCE. Years count forward in CE. Earlier, history used BC and AD, meaning before Christ and Anno Domini. Today, we use BCE and CE, before Common Era and Common Era. The timeline remains the same, but the names are modern and neutral. Now, let's get back to the story. Imagine a time when humans stopped wandering and began settling near rivers. This was the beginning of civilization. During the ancient period, from around 3300 BCE to 700 CE, early humans discovered farming. As they learned to grow food, they no longer needed to move constantly in search of shelter and supplies. Slowly, they began leading semi-settled lives, forming the first villages. These villages naturally developed near fertile river valleys, where water was easily available for farming, cooking, and daily life. And from these villages, great civilizations were born. The Indus Valley Civilization, one of the earliest and most advanced civilizations in the world, developed along the river Indus. This was the Indus Valley Civilization, flourishing between 2500 BCE and 1500 BCE. But what exactly is a civilization? A civilization is a highly advanced culture with well-planned towns and cities, skilled crafts and trade, literature and writing, and an organized system of government. The cities of this civilization were remarkably modern. They had straight roads, brick houses, and even drainage systems, a sign of excellent city planning. This civilization is also known as the Harappan civilization,
because Harappa was the first site to be discovered by archaeologists. Other great Bronze Age civilizations. Around the same time, other great civilizations were flourishing across the world. The Egyptian civilization along the Nile, and the Mesopotamian civilization between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Together with the Indus Valley civilization, these formed the earliest Bronze Age civilizations of human history. The Vedic Age. After the decline of the Indus Valley cities, a new cultural phase began, the Vedic Age. During this time, sacred texts called the Vedas were composed. This period, from 1500 BCE to 1000 BCE, is known as the Early Vedic period, marked by the arrival and settlement of the Aryans in India. The Vedas are the oldest religious texts of ancient India, written in Sanskrit.
Rig Veda, hymns and prayers. Yajur Veda, ritual instructions. Sama Veda, musical chants. Atharva Veda, spells and daily life prayers.
These texts laid the foundation of Indian spiritual and cultural traditions. From early farming villages to planned cities to sacred knowledge written in the Vedas, the ancient period marks the birth of India's rich history. And this is only the beginning of the incredible story of India.
The Vedas echo. Society takes shape. New religions rise and mighty empires conquer the land. From Mahavira and Buddha to Chandragupta, Ashoka, and the Golden Gupta Age, India's greatest transformations begin here. Time travel into Chapter 2, the Vedic Age to great empires. Let history come alive.